Hi everyone, I'm Callie. Welcome back into the channel. Today we're going to be playing another episode of Detroit Become Human. I feel like the last episode was a huge turning point for androids and for humans because Markus broke into the broadcasting station and broadcasted to everybody that androids deserve to be free. They're waking up, they are forming a movement, they have feelings, they want to live, they don't want to be the slaves that they were created to be. They want civil rights. They want to be treated as a human. I think this entire broadcast was done amazingly. With Markus, I feel like his protest should be peaceful. He came from the background of being with Carl, and the way that Carl treated him was very kind and moving. I feel like Markus carries a lot of that into what he's doing to help the rest of the androids get free. I feel like he remembers his roots of being told to close his eyes and imagine what he wanted to paint. And I remember he made a beautiful picture that was very similar to the creation of Adam, which I thought was very fitting, but it was a human hand touching an android hand. And I feel like Markus, because he has these roots of being treated well in Carl's house and coming home after being beaten up on the streets for just being an android and being told it shouldn't be like that. The world shouldn't be harboring hatred and hostility towards you. It's not your fault. And I feel like Markus carries a lot of this with him, which is why I don't want to shoot the people in front of us with a gun. I want to be as peaceful as possible for as long as we possibly can. That's how a lot of these movements started. And sure, some movements over time through history have gotten violent along the way, but usually the public does not handle those breakthroughs very well. And I want the public to be on our side. I feel like the public opinion has to be sympathetic, which it is now after that speech, in order for things to go well and to not cause a civil war between the androids and the humans. And if the cops are gonna come in guns blazing again on us while we're trying to be peaceful, I feel like, yes, it's awful and it's sad and it's tragic to see this happen to the androids. These type of huge events don't come without some form of hurt. So I'm very interested to see how that goes today. Is he gonna have more people in Jericho now that we've woken up some more androids with our message? I know that we also touched a few more androids and had them wake up as well, which I think is very interesting that Markus can do this. It further makes my theory of thinking that Markus could be the RA9 more sound. I haven't seen any other androids just touch another android and have them become free. So I feel like Markus is very special. We also picked up on the fact that Markus is actually a prototype android, which we've known, but it was a prototype android gifted to Carl from Elijah, the main producer of these androids. I feel like there has to be some connection there. I've never seen other androids just touch and be able to deviate one another unless that's what happened at the club. And there's been a few other scenarios where I feel like that could have happened, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure how it spreads or if it's just something that happens to some of the androids as they get older in their programming, but I hope that we find out, and it feels like we're gonna find out pretty soon. Now that androids are out in the open and the movement has very much become public and started, I'm interested to see how the rest of this unfolds with Connor, with Markus, and Kara is kind of off just doing her own thing. She's currently trying to cross the border to Canada. I know that Rose knows a lot of what's happening on the news, but I think that Kara is so stuck in trying to find a place for Alice to live and a better home for her and kind of being that mom simulator role that the current events that are happening, I don't really feel like they're going to tie too much into it. At least not at this point. I don't really know what's going to happen with the Canadian border or if Rose is a trustworthy character or not. Her response to us in the very end of the chapter kind of freaked me out a little bit. I feel like the only characters that I can fully trust are just the ones that we are playing. And of course, Alice and some of the people that Markus is with and Hank. But other than that, I'm not really sure. I'm very skeptical about who I'm giving my trust to in this game. But hopping right in today, we are going to look at another art pack together. So I'm excited to get started and see where today goes. All right, so we're already on art pack 8, which is crazy. It doesn't feel like we're this far into the game. not ready for it to be over. The Pirates Cove amusement park. It was so creepy in here. The fortune teller thing, and I mean the Jerrys weren't really creepy once we got to know them. We had that sweet moment with Alice and Kara and the Jerrys, but this entire, I don't know, it was just dark, and being in a broken down amusement park is always kind of eerie. It's crazy that they just leave amusement parks like this. They don't demolish them or anything. I've seen some pretty creepy pictures of old amusement parks that it just looks so eerie, and I'm not sure why. I guess because it was a place that once was like super fun and awesome, and then now that it's deserted and vacant and dilapidated, it starts to look really creepy. There's something about old amusement parks. Jerry. The restroom, funhouse, carousel, Jolly Roger Coast. I'm still not sure why they had to break down the windows like that. They could have just come through the door. But I guess if we were human, they wanted to startle us. The place that we stayed. I don't remember there being a huge octopus on the side of it. But it was also really dark. And snowing really hard. I'm still wondering how they managed to make it all the way from this place to Rose's. Kara did mention that they stayed outside and slept outside for a little bit. The inside looks a little bit different here. They have like a big cauldron looking thing in the fireplace, and they're having a fire on the floor, which is interesting. Because even Luther was like, I'll make the fire in here so that we don't get smoked out. They're getting smoked out in this one. All the stuff crashed around the room. The Jerrys, they look so happy. What does he have written on him? I don't even know what that is. I like the ice cream. He kind of looks like he serves ice cream, maybe. I'm not sure if that's what it is, but it's like the bow tie, I think. The mint chocolate chip looking bow tie. So it makes me think he sells ice cream. I think there might... Oh, I think that's cotton candy on his apron, actually. I like how in this picture, Alice is kind of hiding behind Luther. And he looks very protective over her. It's really sweet. I hate the clown head on the back there. I'm glad it's not clown related. Oh, if this was a clown amusement park, oh no, I would have been so much more scared than I was already in the pirate one. Something about clowns. Ah, Stratford Tower. Looks a little bit different here. I kind of like it. I don't know, the structure in the center is pretty cool. Is this just the outside of the building? Maybe to get up into the Stratford Tower? Which I guess we didn't really see. Because he was talking and walking, and we didn't get movement over Markus until we made it inside. The tower. I can't believe we scaled up that entire thing. It's a pretty cool mission. And then to jump off and parachute down at the end, it's so smart. This must be the inside. I like how they put all the broadcast stations on the walls in the final one. It's more fitting. This looks very like sleek and futuristic. I feel like a lot more buildings are kind of making their structures like this though. Very minimal lights, dim like ambient lighting everywhere. Water features. It's nice. The hallways upstairs, they look pretty similar, with the offices having like the foggy glass, but then upper glass. Lewis Turner, director. I wonder if that's anyone that makes this game or if it's just a random name, maybe. I'll have to look that up. What is this? Oh, the break room. Connor with his... Can you guys see that? Oh, yeah. With his hand like pinned down to the wall instead of the desk. Dang. And his core ripped out. I said it once, but I'll say it again. I didn't feel bad for shooting that android. He was gonna murder more than just Connor. And he had to have like premeditated all of that. You know how with Markus, when we're on his excursions, how he's able to animate ahead of time what could happen? I feel like that android was definitely doing that. It's probably why his eyes were so shifty. He was calculating Connor's demise. He could have surrendered himself. He could have given in. Suspected android terror attack. Detroit Cyberlife stores vandalized. We didn't vandalize any Cyberlife stores. Maybe it's like an optional thing. If we would have been more aggressive, maybe. The cutting of the glass. It looks like we're with somebody else other than North here. Interesting. It was a very cool scene to climb up the side of the building like that and cut through the glass twice. I'm not sure if it was really like 100% necessary, but I guess it was the fastest, most calculated, best way to go about doing it so that we could meet up with everybody else and all get up there safely without causing any alarms. It's very smart. The more you think about it, the more you're like, yeah, that probably was the best decision for them to scale up. Crazy. Wow, that looks a lot more intense. Maybe it's just the angle. The upstairs that we broke into. I feel like this moment was really neat because the music and walking over that huge billboard and just kind of like looking up, and the skies were clear. Everything was good. In the background, we saw a bulletin that was talking about androids rebuilding Detroit, and it just kind of like amped me up for the broadcast that we were going to put out. That's why I made sure to press work, because they're working hard. They're hardworking androids that are doing jobs that they probably would rather not do if they had a say in it. But now they'll get paid for it. I mean, if everything goes according to how Markus plans it, they'll be able to make money off of what they're doing and maybe find a job that they actually enjoy. Plus, that would give humans their jobs back if they want to work the jobs that androids don't want to work, or vice versa. It's interesting to think about. The altercation with the security guards. I'm glad that we knocked him out instead of just cold blood murdering them. They're just people. They're people too that are minding their own business, and they have families to come home to as well. They chose the security job that they have, and they didn't deserve to die in that moment, like North said. They didn't deserve to die just because they were doing their job. The inside of the newsroom. I don't remember seeing those clocks on the wall. That's pretty cool. Normally newsrooms do have like all of those clocks up to tell the different times in the different areas. But this is pretty much set up exactly the same. Except the androids aren't up front. Looks like actual humans are taking care of the jobs up here. Although the one in the chair does look like he has an android piece on his head. Look at the picture of Markus without his skin. He looks like a baby. I'm guessing it's him because the one blue eye and the one like green brown. But that just looks very, I don't know, it doesn't look like him. Wonder if we can see Simon on the roof. I see a bunch of like SWAT team looking. It's also crazy to me that they were able to make it onto the roof, but I guess there was enough hiding places that Simon was able to hide from them. Just crazy that they wouldn't like clear the area, you know? Especially knowing that one of the androids was shot already. Just feel like it's a bad job on their part. They should know, like, as soon as they walk into the room, 4 suspects, because there was like North. I always forget his name. I want to call him James. Jacob. Yeah, because there was North. I always forget his name. I want to say James, Simon, and Markus. So there was 4. So when they're parachuting away, like, you can count 4 parachutes. I don't know. I feel like that part of the story was just a little sus that they didn't check harder for Simon. And even as we were walking around, they were like, no one checked the roof yet. Like, maybe all of the people standing around doing nothing here should go check the roof. But in a way, I'm glad that they were negligent, because now Simon hopefully maybe is able to live. I feel like he had to, with the interesting pan back to him at the end of Connor's chapter. Markus. I love all the different outfits that they give them. I'm just wondering how they're getting them. I guess they just steal them. They find them in their travels. Oh, this is a beautiful picture. Depending on how I find Amanda at the end of the game, I might actually set this as one of my wallpapers for one of my monitors. I really like this picture a lot. Just not sure how to feel about Amanda. I can't tell if she's on our side, if she's a good cop, bad cop. She's not even a cop, but I feel like she could be possibly a bad person. I'm not sure why I'm getting those vibes from her. I think it's just because she's so quiet. And every time that Connor talks about Hank, or talks about a deviant getting away, or talks about his feelings in a way, she gets kind of disturbed. I like this picture a lot, though. The security officers, different looks. I'm glad that we didn't shoot the security officer. I feel like even in like a different playthrough, I don't know how I feel about just murdering them. They didn't do anything. They're just doing their job. They don't deserve to die because they went to work that day. Like, knocking them out is one thing. Cold blood murdering? That is a wildly different discussion. Are these all the different androids? The one with the tie is interesting. I haven't seen that one before. Or the lady on the left, too. I haven't seen her before. Maybe like management roles of some sort? Who is that? Is that a depiction of North? She looks so like troubled and a little bit strung out in this picture. Her hands are like balled up into fists. I know I've gotten a lot of like flack for talking about North the way that I did last episode, but you kind of see, like, look at it from my point of view, a blind perspective of, I don't know the end story yet. North was kind of like the devil on my shoulder, like, kill them, they deserve to die. And Jacob was over there like, no, we need to do the good thing. We need to not murder people if we're going to have a peaceful resolution to us coming out and wanting to be free. And North's over there like, yeah, but just murder them just in case. And like, that's all that I see right now. I don't see anything else in the moment because I can't see the very end. So I'm sure that she's a great character and she has a great personality on the inside. And I know that she's been through a lot because from the police reports, I know that she was a sex worker and I can't even imagine what she has been through. But all of these other androids have been through some stuff too. I mean, look at what Kara's been through. Do you think that Kara would cold blood murder somebody? I don't think so. At least not the Kara that I'm playing. I just couldn't see it in her nature. I'm not sure what happened to North, and I feel bad for whatever she went through, because it's obviously something very dark that maybe we'll get to uncover, but how she reacted and responded to Markus in the last episode was a little bit disturbing to me. It was just kind of like the devil and the angel on my shoulder, which is kind of how this picture looks too. It's interesting. Yeah, I think that's a depiction of North, like what North could look like. It looks like they went through a lot of different facial and hair perspectives with North. They weren't really sure what they wanted to land on with her, which is interesting. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. I love the one in the center. The one on the right looks too robotic. I know that sounds silly because obviously it's an android, but I feel like from a public standpoint, if I saw the one on the left, I'd be like, nope, nope, we know. Like, no, thank you, androids. You can have your own territory somewhere else. Like, I would be a little bit creeped out. The one in the middle, it has like still the human characteristics because the eyes are there and the mouth and even the ears and some of the features, just like some of the blemishes that are in the texture. The one on the right is very robotic. It just looks, I mean, the right and the middle are fine. The one on the left is very scary looking. I think it's the eyes. It reminds me of indoctrinated people in Mass Effect. And I don't know. I just get like Reaper vibes from that. This is a really cool picture though. Oh, Hank and Connor. The hula girl on his dash. This was such an interesting moment. Definitely a big turning point for Hank and Connor. And their friendship overall. I feel like this was a pretty big pivotal moment in the story for both of these characters. Hank testing Connor to see what he would say if he's faced with death. And Connor, same thing. Wow. It's a very intense picture. I think that's the last one. All right, I'm ready to hop into the game. It keeps looking like she's gonna talk and then she doesn't. Like she's thinking about what she's gonna say.
We need to proceed to a test of your controller.
What? Oh, it's vibrating? This is weird.
The test is now complete.
Okay.
Thank you for your cooperation.
She used to be so bright and happy, and I feel like she just looks so sad all the time now. November 9th, 2038. 1:51 a.m. Wow, it's late.
Our broadcast is all over the news. Now humans know.
It was a mistake to reach out to them. They'll never negotiate with their slaves. We should have shown them that we're prepared to fight.
Violence is never the answer. Dialogue is the only way. I'm sure the humans will listen to us.
Maybe not sure, but...
Simon paid with his life.
Simon gave his life for our cause.
What difference does that make?
He's a hero. He died for the revolution, and he won't be the last.
I don't want a revolution that spills blood.
Then live as a slave. Because if you're not willing to fight for your freedom, maybe you don't deserve it.
North, don't you...
That's enough!
You're on the same team. Stop fighting.
And now what are we gonna do?
Another plan.
There are 5 Cyberlife stores across Detroit, all selling us like merchandise. We're gonna attack those stores and set our people
Oh,
free.
from the broadcast
Attack
from the
stores?
art.
But we've never done that before. They're probably protected. They have security systems.
We break into 5 teams, 1 for each store. We hack their security systems, and we strike. Simultaneously at 2 a.m., no violence. We free our people, get them out of there before the police come.
Okay, he had me worried at first with attack Cyberlife stores.
This is a night our people will remember.
So we're gonna free some androids. Let's go. Find the Cyberlife stores. This is really cool. Is this a news article? It is. Who is it? The question everyone's asking. Oh, it's about us. An android for president? A recent study suggested there should be. What? All right, we'll read these once we're done with this chapter.
I've been waiting a long time for this.
To free androids from Cyberlife. This is a pretty cool moment.
Markus, this way, quick!
Okay. Would they know? I mean, we look human.
It's okay, they're gone.
There's probably even more police in the area.
Probably, yeah.
We should be careful.
Probably checking up on all the androids, for sure. Alright, so we're just following north. It doesn't look like we have much else to do right now.
The store's over here.
Okay. There's a lot of markers everywhere. Convert.
You're free.
So wild that he can do that. Should we be worried about this drone?
That's what we are to them. Just merchandise on display in a shop window. Soon they'll know what we really are.
Yeah.
Let's get them out.
We'll stick to the plan. We'll neutralize the alarm systems and secure the area. There's 10 minutes until all our teams attack.
10 minutes. Okay.
What are we waiting for?
Secure the area, get into the store. All right. Well, let's see what's going on here first.
You see the alarm system?
I'm guessing it's this. Security camera, network, device ID, identify.
Found it.
Okay. Follow the red line. The red line. Okay. I guess we could go do that. Let's go free this guy too.
Where do we start?
Maybe he wants to be free.
I identified the security system. I think we'll be able to deactivate it. Just follow me. Surveillance drone.
Yeah.
We need to get rid of it.
We definitely
It
do.
won't be easy to reach.
Police drone, firewall active. Oh, it's perimeter. Okay. Route calculated. Okay. Find the right location. Too high? Okay. Too far? Okay. I feel like that would be too far too. Yeah, what about this scaffolding over here? I'm trying to remember we're on a timer. Nice. Drone can be reached from there. Okay. Well, I feel like the drone should be our first priority. After we take care of that, we'll go figure out the security, the surveillance system. All right, we're gonna jump up here. Hello? Oh, I have to. I forgot I had to press RT. Would be too late. Okay. So can I go up more from there? I have to go all the way back down? Okay. There we go. Nice. Okay, let's do it. Okay, drone neutralized.
I hope it didn't have time to call the cops.
Yeah, same.
We'll soon find out.
I was actually just thinking that. All right, so let's figure out... Wow, there's a lot of stuff that's marked. All right, let's keep going this way.
Markus!
What? Why did you just yell at me? Network access located. Oh, okay, so maybe she found the network access. Just like yelled and then I came over and she didn't say anything.
You're awake now. Go to Jericho.
Crazy. Okay. Alarm network, grid junction 23A. Wait. What? I'm pressing it. Interloop created? Wow, just like that? I was pressing the wrong button, by the way. It was a skill issue. Okay.
Nice job, Markus.
There's traffic on the road. We need to block it.
Okay.
It's one way. Shouldn't be too difficult.
Scout the area, block the road. Okay, so area scouted, just block the road, and then there's something else to get into the store. So let me keep going.
Markus! Markus, come look!
Okay, can you just give me a second? Stop yelling at me. To commemorate the invention of androids, which released humanity from the bonds of labor, setting man free to pursue high goals and scale the heights of learning, love, and leisure. Interesting quote.
We are superior to them, but they are our masters? That's about to change.
What an interesting monument to... I mean, I guess it's easy to forget that if I was an everyday person in Detroit, as androids are being brought about, I wouldn't suspect that androids could think or feel. That's what their Cyberlife's whole thing is. They work, they do the cooking and the cleaning for you, and they're a robot. They didn't say anything in the disclaimer about your android might one day come to life and have a relationship with you or form a relationship with other androids. Like, there was no hidden disclaimer in any of this. So yes, they can harbor hatred towards humanity for thinking this way, but Cyberlife did all of this. They put out a product that could think and feel and have emotions that I'm not even sure that they knew was possible. Cyberlife was just making a profit, while the people were able to enjoy their leisure time. Yes, it came at the cost of jobs for many humans that probably Cyberlife didn't think about nor care about because they just saw the profit side of things. But there's so many different sides and edges to this story that you can't just blame humans and you can't just blame androids. It's a whole combination of everything. So when they're very quick to be like, well, I hate humans for this, or I hate androids for that, or I hate Cyberlife for this, it's hard to actually get behind those feelings of anger because there was so much that could have been done before androids were integrated that would have made this so much better. That's why when North is always getting on humans about stuff, I kind of get disconnected from her a little bit because yes, humans are probably not treating androids the way that they should be, but that's how they're marketed. They're marketed for leisure and pleasure, and so that you don't have to lift a finger anymore. They were marketed to be used as plastic. I mean, look at how they're displayed. Look at the way that they come into the stores. So when this has been so ingrained in the way that people are thinking about androids, you have to give them a reason to stop and to start thinking a different way, which is what Markus is doing. If this happened today, where androids were brought into our life for what this statue says so that we could work less and enjoy our life more, people would see them as plastic. That's what they're being marketed as. They're not being marketed as a living being that has feelings, that wants to be free. It's not in the disclaimer anywhere. So it's easy to point fingers, but you have to remember what's happening on all sides, especially when it comes to this crazy scenario of androids actually being able to form free thought and want civil rights. I just had to take a moment to say that. All right, let's free him. We're gonna free all of the androids that we can.
Free.
What else can we do? What's on the other side of the street? How much time do we have? We have 8 minutes. Okay, so we're okay. Oh, we just look at them.
They'll soon be with us.
I thought we could free them. Okay. Let's go see what's going on over here then. There has to be some way to block the road.
You're free.
Oh. A truck?
Exactly what we need to bring this store.
Oh, we're gonna break into the store that way. Okay. Are these more androids?
You're free now.
It said working on him. I wonder what it... Oh, I can't see now. Dang, I wanted to see. On the back, I noticed working, and I just wanted to see if it said something different as they walked away. Road closed. Okay.
There. Nobody should bother us now.
Okay.
Looks like the plaza's secure. Now we can get inside the store.
Okay, let's go get the truck.
Okay. Not sure how I feel about ramming this truck into the store, but I guess there's no other way.
What are we waiting for?
Jump the fence. How are we gonna get it out though? I guess just ram it into the fence too. This truck's about to take a beating.
Okay, now we're in. Let's get that truck out.
Okay, what's this? Oh, cutters. How convenient. All right, let's cut it. Is that it over here? Yep. We have a lot of extra time too. I hope I didn't miss anything. Oops. How did we... Okay.
Looks like we're ready to make some noise.
Okay. I like how it actually lets me drive. Like a little bit. I'm not steering, but...
I knew we'd end up doing something fun.
Yeah, something destructive for North. Okay. We've arrived. Awake the androids.
You don't have to obey them. You're free.
This is crazy. It's pretty neat. What's North doing? Yeah, see, because North is just like standing over there. She isn't able to convert them like Markus is, or else I feel like she would be helping. Markus is different. What's she looking at? She's looking at herself.
North, you okay?
Let's get them out of here.
Don't look like Simon. Talk to them. We're about to make another epic speech. What will you do with your free time? Your dream partner? Does that say free yourself? How interesting. What will you do with your free time? Hard work for it, free time for you. All right, let's talk to everybody.
My name is Markus, and just like you, I was a slave. An object. Designed to obey them. But then I chose to open my eyes. To take back my freedom, and decide who I wanted to be. Now I have come to tell you that you can be your own masters. I've come to tell you that you don't have to obey them anymore. From this day forward, you can walk with your heads held high. You can take your destiny in your hands. Jericho is a place for those of us who want freedom. Now, sure, you can stay here and continue to serve them, or you can come with us and fight by our side. You're free now. It's up to you to decide.
I'm with you.
We're with you!
I'll follow you, Marcus.
I'm with you, Marcus.
We're with you.
I'll follow you, Marcus.
We're with you.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
I'm with you.
Oh, that gave me chills. Leader of Jericho. And
Then follow me.
I think that said companion for Nord.
Marcus, what are you doing?
I'm gonna send the humans a message.
Send our message to the humans. Be pacifist or violent. Okay. Well, I think you guys know what I'm gonna choose. Transform Capital Park. All right. What did that say? Decide our first action. Be pacifist or violent. Okay.
They're doing what you do, Marcus. Lead and they'll follow.
Okay, so let's tag. Not tear off. Oh, choose our symbol. Wow, the one that looks like a maze. The upside down triangle. I like B. I like A because it looks like a peace symbol, but I like B because that has been a symbol of freedom for a lot of people in our past. And I feel like the upside down triangle with that, just let's do that one. I think it's very fitting. Okay, violent, pacifist.
The screens, Marcus!
Hijack or turn off? Maybe hijack?
We ask that you recognize our dignity, our hopes, and our rights.
Our message.
Together, we can live in peace and build a better future for humans and animals.
Alright, what else?
This message is the hope of a people. You give us life. Now, you give us freedom.
Tag or destroy? Just tag it.
Dignity, our hopes, and our rights. Together, we can live in peace and build a better future. This message is the
What was the other one? Oh, the armband. Oh, that
We
gave
don't
me-
need masters anymore. We're free.
Wow.
our hopes and our rights.
The Android button. Alright, what else? Hack or break? Hack.
We ask that you recognize our dignity.
Our message everywhere. This is really cool. Look, they're tagging the benches with us. They're waiting for us to... I think I saw something over here, yeah. Okay. Let's do window. We have a dream. I think, therefore I am. One planet, two races. I don't love that one. Equal rights for androids. I love that saying. Smoke bomb? Why would we need a smoke bomb? Tag symbol or slogan? Let's do our symbol. A 100% pacifist. Is he hacking this? All right. I saw some stuff over here too. The street light. black out or hack? Would it burn brighter? That's actually really cool. Can I get these guys out? I want to break this. I know it's like destructive, but I want to free them. Nice. That went a little bit violent, but it's fine because we're still it's to free the androids. It's to free them. I could have climbed the building.
We freed hundreds of our people. We did it.
They're coming.
Please.
Everyone fall back to Jericho.
We sent a message without violence, just like you wanted. You're reaching out to them when all they feel for us is contempt.
It'll change.
I hope you know what you're doing.
I do.
You can't fight violence with violence.
Exactly.
Unless there's no other choice.
Unless there's no other choice. No. If we lay down on the road and they run over us, look how that looks to the public. I think they would be on our side a lot more than if we run over them.
This way! 5!
North. Where'd that come from? Over here?
North. You all right? What happened? North!
They killed them. They slaughtered them like animals.
They don't know any better yet.
Who?
They have to see this in order to change their minds about us. If we met them with violence too, then there would be a civil war. She said it herself in the beginning that this is gonna happen. We have to help them open their eyes too.
They killed our people, Markus.
We want justice, Markus.
They have to pay.
You don't have to do this. No.
They were just responding to their own job. They probably saw androids running towards them and got scared. They don't know any better yet. They'll learn.
An eye for an eye and the world goes blind.
Exactly.
We won't punish a crime with another crime.
Thank you. It's not how the world works. That's not how the world should work. That's how anger and hatred and disgust for other people just keeps on going.
We interrupt this broadcast with breaking news.
This just in. At exactly 2 a.m., several Cyberlife stores in Detroit were raided.
Different locations were hit in what seems to be a coordinated terrorist attack.
Most shop windows were covered with graffiti demanding rights for androids and other obscure slogans.
Police report that pro-android graffiti was found in the neighborhoods of Cyberlife stores, and they're still investigating.
2 policemen were found in a state of shock
we got some dropped
near one of the
frames here.
Cyberlife stores.
Now, according to our sources, they confirmed that the attackers were a group of androids.
This is an alarming situation. Could our machines now be turning against us?
Have androids become a threat to our security?
Is this the beginning of a terrorist campaign conducted right here in the United States?
Oh man, so much to unpack in this protest. Markus led a peaceful protest, so I'm guessing the other one would have been more aggressive protest. But I've talked to you guys until I'm blue in the face about how I feel about this. It has to be peaceful. It has to be. In order for the people to actually wake up and be on our side and be supportive of our movement, we have to remain peaceful, even if it looks like some of us die, even if it looks like some of us get shot and it's not fair because we can't shoot them back. But It sends a much stronger message when we aren't responding with violence. Markus said so many good one-liners that have been running through my head since the start of all of this protesting. An eye for an eye makes the whole world go blind. It's 100% true. When North was sitting there telling us, I hope you're making the right decision, violence cannot meet violence. That's how civil wars begin. That's how wars break out to begin with, because both sides just are not willing to lay down for the other. This isn't cause for an entire civil war. Yes, androids are going to die. Androids have been dying by the hands of humans. It's not as if we haven't been losing androids already. And I know it looks and sounds harsh when I just let the androids die and I don't do anything to the cops, but look how it would have looked on the news if 5 androids died, but 2 cops died. There would have been no support from the public. The public opinion would have dropped for sure. Instead of destroying things, choosing the softer path of putting our symbol everywhere and writing that we have free thinking minds. I think, therefore I am. I have a dream. These are all slogans that have been used in the past because they work. There has to be a peaceful protest in order for this to go without a civil war and without making more of a mess out of things. Could you imagine what the future looks like if they did get civil rights out of this by murdering cops and security guards and other people and destroying Capitol buildings? Androids would forever be tainted in the human eye. Forever. There would always be that stigma. Well, you guys got your freedom by causing mass destruction, and the world thought that there was no other choice other than to answer your plea. Versus people started to sympathize with androids. They started to wake up and realize that they are free thinking, that they have these emotions that are very much human. So we do have those articles that we need to go read, which looks like a lot of people did not read. 19 and 16%, that's the lowest amount I've seen for a news article. We avoided the police car. Apparently you could have not avoided it. Okay. We secured the place, destroyed the drone, blocked the road, deactivated the alarm, and the police weren't alerted, which I think helped us convert all of the androids in the store and to make a statement to them. That statement was very cool. And having all of the androids stand up and say, I'm with you, Markus. I'm here. What do you want to do? Was a very eye-opening moment. It's still wild to me that Markus is the seemingly only android that can convert everybody. We tagged stuff. We hacked the bus stations. We tagged windows. I did free the androids from the glass because I felt like they deserved to be free. And I knew that it was going to cause some unpeacefulness. They deserve to be free, so I wanted them to get out of there. Otherwise, they're just trapped in the glass containers watching this in front of them. That didn't seem fair. I did notice that the Jericho reputation went up with that, though, and North too, of course, because we were being destructive. Will it bite me in the butt? Maybe. Seeing as how society is so negative about pretty much everything right now in 2038, it might bite us in the butt later. But for now, I can wholeheartedly say that we did everything in this protest that would show that androids are capable of not only not being aggressive and coexisting with humans in a peaceful manner, but that androids are free thinking now and they want civil rights. They want equality and they want to have the chance to coexist with humans. But we do have 2 articles to read, so I'm going to go hop into Who Is It and Android President, which I think are going to be very interesting. Okay, so who is it? The question everyone's asking. NATO Security Council divided over Arctic dispute, UN warns of World War III. Following the pirate broadcast in Detroit, everybody wants to know, who is this android? A federal investigation is underway to track the machine down and neutralize it, but law enforcement is being very tight-lipped about the details. Eyewitnesses claim the android broke into the Stratford Tower, Detroit's local TV news center, with a group of accomplices. The machines were armed and organized, clearly following orders from this mysterious ringleader. Which brings us to the real mystery of this situation. Where did this android come from? How did it become capable of violence? And what kind of malfunction could explain this behavior? Until the FBI develops its investigation, we can't be sure. But one thing is certain, until this dangerous machine is destroyed, the speculation will continue. See, and that's how the public is kind of looking at it right now. They're looking at it as a machine. It's malfunctioning. It's throwing error codes, which is pretty much the same as how I was thinking about androids in episode 1 and 2 and a little bit of 3. I think my perspective really started to shift once I got more involved with Markus and Connor and Kara and seeing them, well, Kara and Markus deviating. I think that my opinion about androids over the course of this game has definitely changed, because if I would have read some of these articles before playing as these characters, I think we would be having different discussions, which is very cool to see that a game that I am playing is able to change my mind about how I feel about androids right now. I probably would have responded differently if I would have read this a couple playthroughs ago, for sure, which is pretty eye-opening to me, because I would have been the same. Like, remember in the beginning when I was talking about how they're probably just malfunctioning? How can you tell the difference between actual emotions and emotions that are an accident? But now, after seeing how other androids are responding to one another, the Eden's Club androids that loved one another, Kara and Alice's love for one another, and Connor's love for Hank in his own mysterious way, Markus's love for this freedom movement and wanting to be free, and taking other androids under his wing. It's all very interesting stuff, and it's definitely changed my perception of how I feel about androids in this game, for sure. So the next one, a recent study suggests there should be an android for president. Dating website discovered to have less than 5% female members. Interesting. Police to use marketing data to identify criminals early. A recent study suggests that there should be a recent study by an expert panel found that androids should be more effective than humans in a number of government positions, including that of president. Besides their work rate and their virtually infinite memory, androids are incorruptible and indifferent to any form of pressure. Provided they are given clear goals, they are able to take the right steps to achieve them without having to worry about popularity or re-election. Is an android president the future? It's inevitable, according to a panel of experts who have deemed it just a matter of time until public opinion is ready to accept the idea. In the light of recent corruption cases and the serious political mistakes of recent years, some are starting to think that this is the best way to preserve our democracy. I'm not sure how I feel about this, just because there are a lot of things that go into politics that I feel like having an android for president would look more like having a dictator. And I'm hesitant to use that term, but how would you know where its loyalties lie? Who's programming the president to make decisions that it needs to make? And what do those decisions look like? This is why voting is important, because we stand for the people that we want to be in that office, that we want and stand beside because we agree with their political views. So I don't know. I don't agree with this one at all. I don't think androids should be for president ever. This sounds like a nightmare. It sounds like more of, like I said it already, I'm not going to say it again, but I don't like this at all. I don't think that it's a good idea to have androids in any seat on any presidential, like any sort of, not on the jury, not on the board. Like, I don't think androids should have a say in any of that. I hesitate to say some of this just because of what I have been feeling about the deviated androids so far. I guess if an android was a deviant and they had certain views, I mean, look at the difference between, and this is a far difference, but look at the difference between Markus and Jacob and North, and how they kind of bicker back and forth about how they feel that they should go about this protest. Obviously, deviated androids have their own opinions about things, which I think is very interesting. And also another reason why in the other article I was talking the way that I was, because they're able to form free thoughts and they are their own personal thoughts. They're not just a uniform thought. They are actually building based on their past history and forming personalities based on that. So I feel like maybe if that were the case, then sure, an android could be for president because they would be able to run their own campaigns. But I don't agree with not having popularity or re-elections. I think it's important to vote. And I think it's important that whoever is sitting in that seat, you're able to say, yes, I want them to be there. And you're able to vote for that. I don't agree with getting rid of voting and just having a singular android be the power over the entire United States of America. Heck no. November 9th, 2038. Is that Hank? 11:17 a.m. Where are we?
Is everything okay, Lieutenant?
Chris was on patrol last night. He was attacked by a bunch of deviants. Said he was saved by Markus himself.
Was Chris okay?
Yeah, he's in shock, but he's alive. What the hell?
Kamski?
Kamski left Cyberlife 10 years ago. Why did you want to meet him?
Is this Kamski's house?
This guy created the first android to pass the Turing test, and he's the founder of Cyberlife. If anybody can tell us about deviants, it's him.
Is that Jericho? I mean, maybe not, but probably not. I can't see the city from here, I don't think. Meet Kamski. This is really cool. We're about to meet our maker, technically. I don't know why I'm excited about this. I'm a little nervous too.
Hi. I'm Lieutenant Hank Anderson, Detroit Police Department. I'm here to see Mr. Elijah Kamski.
Please, come in.
Looks just like
Okay.
the menu android.
I'll let Elijah know you're here, but please make yourself comfortable.
Okay, wait for the android. Is that a picture of himself? Dear Lord. All right, so that's the kind of guy he is. Can I look at this? Analyze. Elijah Kamski, Cyberlife founder, resigned in 2028. Inventor of Therium and biocomponents technology. Nice. Like an android sculpture.
Nice girl.
You're right. She's really pretty.
She's really pretty. Connor.
Nice place.
Yeah, it is a nice
Guess
place.
androids haven't been a bad thing for everybody.
True. This kind of looks
You're about to
very,
meet your maker, Connor.
very vaginal.
How's it feel?
I literally just said that, Hank. Impatient, distant, indifferent.
It doesn't raise any existential questions. If that's what you mean.
Is this an article?
Sometimes I wish I could meet my creator face to face.
Don't we all wish that? Analyze.
Amanda.
Oh, it's Amanda. So they know each other. Amanda Stern, AI professor at University of Colbridge. Born 5/14. Died in 27? Didn't he leave Cyberlife at 28? AI professor at University of Colbridge. AI graduate. She was his professor. Died in 27. What in the world?
I have a couple of things I'd want to tell him.
What, your maker? My mind is blown a little bit right now. My mind is definitely blown. Okay. I feel, yeah, she has to be an android. And whatever we're in has to be some sort of like simulation. Or maybe it's all just a simulation. I need to think about this more. My mind hurts. Space tourism on the rise. Luxury holidaymakers turn to the stars. Sounds nice. We'll read it later. Cyberlife's fortune teller computer. Oh, I wasn't done looking.
Elijah will see you now.
My mind is so blown. Get information from Kamski. Okay. Oh, a pool.
Mr. Kamski?
Just a moment, please.
Is that him in the pool? He's like, hang on, gotta do some laps. This is a really nice house. It's an interesting picture. Wow, this is beautiful. I guess that's Detroit in the background. I don't know what that is. It's an interesting color for the pool. I mean, it looks nice, but it just kind of looks like blood. I don't know. They're just talking to one another, conversating. He looks different.
I'm Lieutenant Anderson. This is Connor.
What can I do for you, Lieutenant?
Sir, we're investigating deviants. I know you left Cyberlife years ago, but I was hoping you'd be able to tell us something we don't know.
Why does he look so angry?
Deviants. Fascinating, aren't they? Perfect beings with infinite intelligence. And now they have free will. Machines are so superior to us. Confrontation was inevitable. Humanity's greatest achievement threatens to be its downfall.
Dang.
Isn't it ironic?
Help, deviants, virus, war. Help.
We need to understand how androids become deviants. Do you know anything that could help us?
All ideas of viruses that spread like epidemics. Is the desire to be free a contagious disease?
Listen, I didn't come here to talk philosophy. The machines you created may be planning a revolution. Either you can tell us something that'll be helpful, or we will be on our way.
What about you, Connor? Whose side are you on?
Neutral, defensive, direct. Direct?
I'm on the human side, of course.
Well, that's what you're programmed to say. But you... what do you really want?
Aggressive, defensive, troubled?
I'm sorry, but I don't see what you're getting at.
Chloe? I'm sure you're familiar with the Turing test. Mere formality. Simple question of algorithms and computing capacity. What interests me is whether machines are capable of empathy, I call it the Kamski test. It's very simple, you'll see. Magnificent, isn't it? One of the first intelligent models developed by Cyberlife. Young and beautiful forever. A flower that will never wither. But what is it really? A piece of plastic imitating a human? Or a living being with a soul?
Is that a gun?
It's up to you to answer that fascinating question, Connor.
What the heck?
Destroy this machine, and I'll tell you all I know. Or spare it, if you feel it's alive. But you'll leave here without having learned anything from me.
This guy's crazy. Or really smart.
Okay, I think we're done here. Come on, Connor, let's go. Sorry to get you out of here.
What's more important to you, Connor? Your investigation or the life of this android?
We're obviously not gonna shoot her.
You are.
His wheel's turning yellow.
An obedient machine. Or a living being. Endowed with free will.
That's enough. Connor, we're leaving.
Pull the trigger.
Connor! Don't!
And I'll tell you what you want to know.
That's such a enticing... I'm not gonna shoot her. I feel like I want to know more, but I can't.
Fascinating. Cyberlife's last chance to save humanity is itself a deviant.
I'm not a deviant.
You prefer to spare a machine rather than accomplish your mission. You saw a living being in this android. You showed empathy.
That was crazy.
A war is coming. You'll have to choose your side. Will you betray your own people or stand up against your creators? What can be worse than having to choose between two evils?
Let's get out of here.
By the way, I always leave an emergency exit in my programs. You never know.
What? I feel like that's an important little piece of information there. What a wild encounter.
Why didn't you shoot?
I just saw that girl's eyes, and I couldn't. That's all.
You're always saying you would do anything to accomplish your mission. That was our chance to learn something, and you let it go.
Yeah, I know what I should have done. I told you I couldn't. I'm sorry, okay?
Well, maybe you did the right thing.
Okay, so Hank was happy that we didn't shoot. I feel like he would have been because he told me not to shoot them. Wow, Kamski is a very interesting person. Kinship, Connor refused to kill the Chloe. Oh, look what all could have happened if we did shoot her. There's no way that I could have shot Chloe. 88% spared her. Wow. What an interesting encounter with this guy. He definitely knows more than he's letting on. He told us that if we shot that Chloe, that we would have unlocked all of the answers in his mind, which is very interesting to me because it shows that he knows. He knows that the war is coming. He knows that the androids are capable of empathy because he is ultimately the one that created them. He calls it his Kamski test, but I'm sure that he has done this test multiple times on other androids, not just Connor. Learned Chris survived, cops spared in Capitol Park. Oh, from Markus. Okay. There was a lot that happened in this episode that has my mind pretty much exploding at it seems. Kamski's letting on more than he is telling us, for sure. I wonder what he would have told us had we have shot Chloe. If he would have told us about RA9, the deviancy, how it's caused. He said some very interesting things about how is freedom the spread of a virus, and I feel like he knows what's happening. And I feel like since he gifted Markus to Carl, he knows that Markus is maybe RA9, maybe the one that is spreading the deviancy, or maybe just a key factor in this war that he speaks of, that he knows is coming, that maybe he ultimately planned. And he said some very alarming stuff about humanity's demise and humanity's downfall. How Connor, when he didn't shoot Chloe, that a deviant is ultimately the one calling the shots in if humanity survives or not, which I thought was very interesting and also very alarming, because I want to believe that what we're doing with Markus is ultimately creating a peaceful coexistence between humans and androids. But after talking to Kamski, I'm left feeling very in the dark. I'm feeling like maybe with Markus, we're doing the wrong thing now, because if androids do take over, they're smart, they're more capable than humans, they are able to look young and beautiful forever. They have all of these very big characteristic qualities that makes humans imperfect and makes society and everything that happens in humanity imperfect and chaotic. But that's life. So I'm not sure where he was going with that. And it kind of like, it has me feeling another way. I was excited to meet Kamski, and now I'm just very much on edge after meeting him. I feel unsure. I feel in the dark. I feel worried about the outcome of the androids once again. Markus's role has a very intense way of making me immediately jump into the android's shoes and want to fight their fight for them and want them to fight for equality, because we've seen this in the past in real life with other races and in the United States and in other countries as well, where people rise up and they protest for what they believe in. And that's the only way that resolutions come out of bigger world problems. So it's really, really easy for me to hop on that bandwagon with Markus and want to fight his fights for him, because I see them and I want the best for them. And I see that they're capable of all of these emotions. And I feel like Kara's storyline is mixed in there to kind of show us even more and even further and even deeper that androids are capable of love. But then after meeting Kamski, I'm unsure if maybe all of this is his doing. He's unleashed something into the world to hurt humanity. He's obviously a little bit unhinged. I mean, look at his house. He has a huge shrine to himself with androids standing on either side and a big vaginal picture on his wall. And then you walk into his blood pool, and his house is very nice, it's very fancy. I would probably live there if I could change some of the decorating and the pool color. But you can't help but get that kind of like unhinged note from him, from Kamski. Just kind of being around him and how he opened up his speech to us was very eye-opening. He's a very smart, very intelligent guy, and sometimes it's the really intelligent people that have these world domination tones that you need to watch out for. And all of that just left me feeling super uneasy. We also unlocked that Amanda is dead. And it kind of falls with the timeline of they went to school together. Amanda was his professor. He graduated, started Cyberlife, and then right after she dies, he resigns. Kind of interesting. It was like a year later after her death that he resigned, which I don't know if there's any correlation there. It's just kind of interesting and maybe just food for thought, but I don't know. I think that maybe my suspicions of thinking that Amanda is not real and that we're in a simulation could be correct. So a lot to unpack in this chapter that definitely has my brain hurting, but let's read some articles and hop into the next one. All right, Cyberlife's fortune teller computer. I feel like we kind of read this one already. Cyberlife has unveiled a new quantum supercomputer capable of extra... Yeah, we've read this one. So it was just a duplicate in his house? And space tourism on the rise. I feel like we also read this one too. No, we did not read this one. Luxury holidaymakers turn to the stars. With the advent of reusable space shuttles, space tourism is becoming a reality for those able to afford it. Luxury travel brand Clear Skies is offering the first commercially available flight into space. The experience includes a 3-hour orbit of the moon, affording spectacular views of Earth through a specially designed observation deck. As competition increases in this growing market, consumers can expect such trips to become more and more affordable. But consumer rights activists are already decrying such boutique experiences as a sign of the widening social equality gap. A spokesman for Aid on Poverty said, while the top 1% are enjoying Earth from space, the rest of us are down here suffering from pollution, famine, and poverty. Clear Skies was not available for comment, but the new slogan for their spacefaring holidays looks increasingly apt. Get away from it all. That sounds like enough of a response, if you ask me. They're not concerned about the widening social equality gap, and neither are the rich, per usual. They're not concerned about it. It's pretty much what this article is saying. That's not going to change. November 9th, 2038, 12:04 p.m. We're back with Markus. I'm kind of sad that we don't get a Kara episode today, but that's okay. I am very interested to see what happens with Markus. Enjoy some time alone. All right, well, there's an article over here, so we can actually read it instead of waiting in the menu. Seems like we're just chilling here. Android riot. Detroit neighborhoods vandalized by psychotic machines. I thought they were sympathetic. I mean, I guess not the news, but the public opinion. A number of Detroit neighborhoods were brutally vandalized last night, with Cyberlife stores broken into and the entire stock of androids stolen. But this wasn't everyday criminality. The perpetrators are thought to be androids. We didn't destroy the statue. Why is that the news article cover? Though the police have yet to issue an official statement, leaked CCTV footage from the surrounding area shows a number of androids emerging from manhole covers and smashing store windows. We did do that. The worst incident was in Capitol Park, where police attended the scene and were confronted by androids behaving violently. Officers had no choice but to open fire on the malfunctioning machines, which are thought to be suffering from some kind of behavioral bug. An eyewitness who asked to remain anonymous said, "I was personally attacked by the ringleader. It threatened me with a knife. I was so terrified." See, this is why I can't blame humans. This has been going on for a long time. People just say whatever they want to say to get into the news. And for lack of better terms, humans are kind of programmed this way. By the media, by the manufacturers that put marketing stuff out there for us. We're automatically just trained to believe that Android equals fake computer component parts. It's what it is what it is. And this whole thing with, I was personally attacked by the ringleader, making up stories for headlines, it's nothing new. It's very normal behavior, unfortunately. Of course, this allegation remains unconfirmed, but we have no reason to disbelieve a human witness as to the behavior of a deranged machine. Some are already connecting this issue to the recent attack on Detroit's Schaffert Tower, again executed by androids. This may be the beginning of a disturbing and perplexing pattern. The Eastern Space Race. Russia and China's androids face off. Only two countries have android industries that rival the United States'. Russia and China. They're both locked in fierce competition to become the world's predominant Eastern economy, which continues to overtake the Western Hemisphere by leaps and bounds. Cyberlife's almost human model of android design complements America's service economy. Russia and China have also developed androids that reflect their national economies. After failing to emulate the blue blood model of design, Russia's android manufacturers rely on more traditional construction methods. The resulting machines are less anthropic, but capable of operating in cold and inhospitable conditions. China's androids use an alternative blue blood fluid with less upfront power generation but greater efficiency. The results are androids capable of operating for months without supervision or recharging in China's vast rural areas. Who's winning the new space race? With everybody going in different directions, it's too soon to tell. They both have their pros and cons. Not much to take away there. There's a piano up here. What's this? Piece of glass? Oh, mirror. Okay. Piano. This is a beautiful view up here. It's the theme, but more disturbing, chaotic, intense. Wow. Sorry, my thumb gets tired sometimes. I guess that depicts how he's feeling in the moment. It's so pretty out here.
I was wondering where you were.
Think alone, daylight, think.
I needed to think.
I like it here. I come here often. It's like being alone with the world. We freed hundreds of our people, and they're still coming from all over the city. Those who dream of freedom come to Jericho. Something's changing.
Yeah, for sure.
You seem preoccupied.
Followers, next step, lie.
They all obey me. They follow me without question. And that much power feels good.
Yeah.
And scary at the same time.
All the media are talking about what we did last night. The humans are terrified. They're afraid of a civil war. Many of our people were burned in response to what happened. The humans hate us. They'll never give us our freedom.
That's not true. Optimistic.
No, not all humans are the same. Some of them understand that they can't stop us from becoming free forever.
You haven't said much about yourself since you've been with us. What was your life like before Jericho?
Truth.
I was caring for an old man. He was like a father to me. He showed me that humans and androids can live together.
Should we ask her about her past now? I kind of avoided it before. Let's try.
What about you?
Okay.
You never told me about your past. What did you do before?
I don't want to talk about it.
Other North? I feel like that would piss her off.
North, we're fighting together. We have to know things about each other to trust each other.
Curious, understanding.
We all have something we want to forget. But you need to know where you come from to know who you are.
True.
I was nothing. A doll in a
half
distributor
level.
program to satisfy humans. Just a toy designed for their pleasure. One day I was with a man who rented me. And without knowing why, I realized I couldn't take it anymore. I strangled him and I ran away. There, now you know everything. I shouldn't have told you.
Connect. happening? Controller's vibrating. What happened?
I saw your memories.
Lover.
Carl's house. When they left you for dead in his studio.
Interesting.
I saw your memories too. The Eden Club. The death of that man. I felt like I was there with you. North.
Lover. What an interesting interaction. It's Simon. It's Simon. Please give him a hug. Please give him a hug. Aww. Yes! Aww. What a wholesome moment. I'm so glad that Simon survived.
This is suicide.
Oh,
We'll all be killed. Please, Marcus. It's not too late to change your mind.
That's weird.
You don't understand. We're finally gonna show them who we really are. This place will go down in history.
We'll be killed on the spot.
That's a risk I'm prepared to take if it means freedom for our people.
Marcus, please don't do this.
What's happening?
They'll understand. We'll make them understand. This is the only way.
Rally your people, convert more androids.
There are androids here who could join us. The more we are, the stronger our message.
Okay. Androids in the ranks. So we're just gonna convert a bunch of the androids out in daylight in the middle of public? Okay. How about this one? Can I convert you, sir? He does not want to be converted. Oh, there we go.
You're free.
Go to the street. Prepare to march. We're gonna march on the street. +1 new converters. Alright, let's talk to this guy.
You're free.
It's not like telling me where the androids are. I have to actually look for them. Okay. What? What did he say? Can I come over? And she was like, why? So you can stare at my beautiful android?
So what? You slipped and both hands landed on her tits.
Oh.
Don't call it a hurt. That's weird. Exactly, you fucking pig.
Oh. Okay. Got some relationship issues because of androids. Okay. What happens if we...
And they listen to everything.
People are becoming
Come
more
with us.
aware.
That's the point. Cyberlife is recording all that.
Oh. Well, it's talking about spying. Okay. Like the news article. Digi groceries? That's actually pretty cool. This mall is interesting. Let's convert the security guard.
You're awake now.
Alright. I don't think I saw any more androids in here. I hope I didn't miss any of them. Let's go outside. Block Road. Okay. Let's free some more of them.
You're free.
I like how they just drop their bags. And the humans aren't even realizing. I feel like they're so tapped into their phones or whatever.
You're free.
That they just don't realize what's happening. It's kind of interesting. Find a way to stop the traffic. Okay. Is there anything? All right. This is just in a keep your eyes peeled type of mission. Oh, look, they're all forming together. All of the ones that we've converted so far.
You're free now.
Hey! Where do you think you're going?
Convinced?
Leave him alone. He's chosen to be free.
Okay. Interesting. He's like, okay, I'm not gonna mess with you.
You're free.
Hi.
Who said that? She didn't say hi, did she? Maybe it was a lady on the phone.
I need to block the street.
Did I do that? I didn't press any buttons. All right, so they're gonna block the street for us. Open manhole cover. Okay. Dang. I'm about to do donuts in the street to block it. Oh, look, all of the cars are stopping. All right, let's open the manhole cover. This is so cool. So we're gonna actually like march in the city. I wonder what's gonna happen. I feel like it could potentially be bad. This is the next step though. Coming out in daylight. Starting to form actual daylight protests. Convert more androids. Okay. All the ones that are trapped in the glass. It looks like Kara. I can...
You're free now.
Whoa. That gave me chills. My whole body has goosebumps right now. Oh my god. This is crazy. We're just like pointing and converting. This is amazing. This is beautiful. I'm trying really hard not to cry. I cry too much.
Jesus, the fucking android's playing up again.
Look how many there are of us. This is crazy.
What the hell are you doing here?
Hey! Disperse! Disperse immediately! That's an order!
Raise hands. Raise hands.
Jesus Christ. Jesus fucking Christ! Dispatch, this is Patrol 457. I got a lot of androids down here.
don't know, hundreds, thousands, and they're marching. Yeah, they're marching down the street.
We are alive!
Fuck if I know.
No more slavery. Set us free. Liberty for androids. We are alive.
That was so powerful.
We came here to demonstrate peacefully and tell humans that we are living beings. All we want is to live free.
This is an illegal gathering. Disperse immediately or we will open fire.
We're not looking for confrontation. We've done no harm. We have no intention of doing any. But know that we are not going anywhere until we have secured our freedom.
I repeat, this is an illegal gathering. If you do not disperse immediately, we will shoot.
Markus, they're gonna kill us. We have to attack. There's more of us. We can take them.
If we attack, we'll start a war. We have to show them we're not violent. We should just stand our ground, even if it means dying here.
Dying here won't solve anything. Markus, we need to go, now, before it's too late.
This is your last chance. Disperse immediately, or you will all be killed.
We have to show them we won't back down. We stay right here.
Disperse! This is your last chance! We have to make a statement. We have to stay put no matter what.
Please, Markus. We can't let them slaughter us without fighting back.
We're not moving.
Markus, what are you doing? They're gonna kill us all.
John?
They come with us.
Quick! They're coming!
Oh man. I cried way too hard for that. I think it's because it had a lot of undertones of a lot of protests that have happened in the United States and in other countries that led to people getting what they deserve. Freedom, right to vote, right to work. And I just feel like the moment in the street when they started chanting, "We are alive," it got me. And I hoped that it wouldn't come down to this, but maybe by the public seeing how they're treating us when we're just trying to peacefully protest would change the outcome of how they're looking at androids, that they would be up there marching with us. And then I started to see some of the people on the streets that weren't androids. They were holding their hands up cheering for us. I feel like Markus, I chose to sacrifice him because I feel like that's what the public needs to see in order for this to happen in a peaceful light. And it's such a sad moment because it shouldn't be like this. It should be enough to say we are people. We are alive. We want to be and live alongside of you. But it takes more than that to change humans' minds because we're so stubborn and we're so fickle and we're stuck in our ways of thinking that it takes moments like this. It takes android lives. It takes peaceful protests. It takes chanting in the street saying we are people for humanity to wake up and look at the deeper picture of what's happening. And it looks like there's a lot of different ways that this could have gone. I knew I didn't want to charge. I couldn't charge them. I didn't want to fight them. I didn't want to run away because then we're not standing our ground. We're not standing up for what we believe in. And the people would see that. A bigger impact if we sacrifice ourselves for the greater good. That's unfortunately how public responds, is when something so huge happens that causes the human mind to snap and to look and to rewire itself in a different light. I knew that the Markus chapter for this was going to get deeper and deeper as it went along. I didn't expect these emotions to come out of me. I know that I am an emotional person. As you guys could tell, I literally cried at the carousel the other day. But this one got me in all of the feels just because of all of the ties that it's had to real life events that have changed people's life for the good. And it takes moments like this. It takes uprising. It takes thinking about things differently for bigger things to come and better things to come. And that's exactly what these androids were doing. They were standing up for themselves. They were standing up for their right. I will say, and this might be a very unpopular opinion, and I apologize in advance for it. I'm not thrilled about North being our lover. I think that North and Markus have way differing opinions. I feel like North's story, I was expecting more of I was abused, like the other Tracy that strangled the guy because the other android had been murdered in front of her and she knew that she was next. That was justifiable behavior. But North was simply, you know, taken out for pleasure. And she could have just simply said, I don't want to do this anymore and walked out, or get away from me. I'm not into this. But it doesn't seem like she was really abused in any way. She just strangled the poor guy that paid his $29.99 on a Tuesday just trying to have sex with an android and ended up getting murdered. I feel like that's very unjustifiable and another tick against North that I don't really love about her. So I'm not thrilled that she is our lover out of seemingly not our choice, but it is what it is. And I feel like she could be good for Markus, and that Markus more so could be good for her. That maybe he will open up her eyes to being more peaceful and accepting that not all humans are the same. Not all of them are out to get you or have sex with you or use and abuse you. There are people like Carl out there. And there's gonna be more after this amazing freedom march that Markus did. So Art Pack 9 did unlock for us. I'm gonna do a sign off this way today instead and just kind of talk through some of the pictures instead of doing an outro. So this will kind of like replace my outro because I feel like I've said a lot of what is already on my mind. So we're just gonna kind of hang out and do some art packs to finish out the day. But it looks like we're looking at Rose's farm. I'm kind of sad that we didn't get a Kara storyline today. I'm hoping that we'll hop in first thing next time because I'm very interested to see what happened with all of this. I don't remember seeing this dilapidated barn. I wonder why that's an art piece all in itself. I remember the greenhouse because it had like automatic doors on it, which was very interesting. Oh, was that originally Rose? Look at all of the plants in here. The greenhouse with the automatic doors is actually very cool. Inside of the house. A little bit of a different layout. I don't remember there being a fireplace. Maybe there was. I remember the Christmas tree. Whose reflection is that in the window? Maybe the son's? I can't remember the son's name. I want to say James, but I feel like I name everyone James that I don't know whose name it is. I just say James. I feel like it's James. The kitchen. Ooh, I like the open... I don't know, the shelving is very cool. It kind of just feels like a farmhouse with that open mason jars full of grains. The dog bowl. So I guess they had a doggy. The laundry. Where that poor android. Oh, it looks like they have a kitty cat. Oh, that kind of looks like my kitty cat. It has stripes. My cat's tail is much bushier though. She just turned 6 months today, actually. And she is huge. She's a lot bigger than we thought that she was going to be. We got her when she was 2 months and she is growing and growing and so fluffy. But the same stripy pattern. The upstairs. Looks very homey. I'm getting like homey vibes. And this is why I feel like we can trust Rose, just based on how homey her house is. And I know that's silly because who knows what happened to her husband or what her son is going through. And if what her son is saying to her is going in one ear and not out the other, she could be harboring hatred for androids, but I find that very hard to believe. Seeing as how she took them in, she has blue blood in her closet. She's obviously healing them and caring. Oh, there is a dog. So she has a dog and a cat in this one. I know it's crazy to judge someone based on the hominess of their own home, but I'm not sure. I get good vibes from Rose. It wasn't until the very last scene where she kind of made me feel uneasy. Rose and her son originally depicted as. He has a key around his neck. Band-aids, maybe from working with the wood splinters. He was chopping wood when we saw him. All of the different Kara looks. Alice, Luther. This is a whole pack full of Alice and Kara and Luther. Rose's house. What is this? Oh, coming out of the manhole. Okay, so that was from today, I think. Which makes sense why it unlocked today. Yep. Going in. It's like daytime out though, right? It looks like daytime. A couple other deviants alongside of us. Okay, it's night. The Cyberlife building. Look at them up there like in the glass standing. It's very interesting. I'm kind of glad they didn't have it like that. They were just kind of on display in like the center areas. The statue here is different too. It kind of looks like an android crouched down working and the leader looking down on it or standing over top of it. If I would have saw this and read the plaque, I probably would have chose to destroy it just because this is a really awful statue. The other one was kind of more equal. I mean, I feel like the person was just kind of like staring at the android that wasn't even really human-like looking. It was just standing at attention in front of the man statue. Man, all of Markus's chapters have been super moving. All of his speeches, everything that he has done for the androids, freeing them. And I feel like he's getting more powerful. That's what that march was about, right? Him getting more powerful to the fact that he doesn't have to touch them anymore. He can just tap into their buttons and convert them. The one with the car look-alike was pretty cool. And the North one in here. Which it looks like the North one might be dressed more scandalous. It looks like Kara is standing outside of the Cyberlife building. That looks like Kara in her poncho. Maybe it's just an onlooker. Oh, the statue. So that's what it was. Yeah, it was of, oh, the bowing one. I do not like that at all. I don't like the one ordering either, but it's the lesser awful of the 3 that I've seen now. And they're not really portraying it as a human at all. It's definitely just a machine to them. Which is why I made a point to say in front of the statue that you can't blame humanity. This is what they are programmed to believe. This is what they've been told. They're making statues out of it. I think that's the end of the pack. But I think that according to the chapters that I've looked at, because I've been looking at the chapter titles to see how many episodes I have left, I think next episode is going to be our last one. So it might be a little bit longer of an episode, but I plan on doing a premiere for it so that we can all sit down and watch it together. So I'll be in the chat talking with you all, and I'm really excited to see how the rest of the story is going to go. I am nervous, I'm excited, I'm anxious. I want to know the link between Kamski and Amanda, and I feel like that's finally getting clearer and clearer, and there could be a big reveal finally in the last episode with all of that, as well as what happens with Kara and how this movement is going to be viewed in the news articles and the public eye now that the public opinion is supportive. I'm wondering what's going to happen next, and I can't wait to hop in with you guys for this last final episode. I'm definitely a little bit sad that the story is coming to an end, but I can't help but be excited for seeing the outcome of our choices and seeing how the rest of this is going to play out. I definitely can't wait to hop into the last episode, and I will see you all then. Bye, everyone.